Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Deadpool and Wolverine, according to Kevin Feige, could be the key. The absolute key to bringing back Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. Thus undoing fantastic emotional arcs and portrayals. Good times. Good times. If they bring back Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. at all, I think, genuinely at all, I think you really do run the risk of belittling your own franchise. Genuinely. Now, you could argue, I guess, that Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark, shouldn't have been the one to do the snap. You could argue that Captain America, that they left too soon. And, I'd agree with you that they did leave too soon. Marvel could have kept, as a movie franchise anyway, could have kept Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, and they definitely could have kept Chris Evans, Captain America, around for a long time. A long, long time. But killing them off, well, Chris Evans, Captain America, not really dead, but, aging him up, basically killing him. It left the door open for other characters to die eventually, which is something which Marvel had been really, really reluctant to do. So whether you agree that it was an untimely death or untimely phase out, I would agree, again. It's kind of up for debate, of course. But it was good in the regard that it showed the MCU had some stakes. But now Kevin Feige has seemingly gone, people really like the idea of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Great, he's back. That proves to us we could bring other characters back. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. At all. I think you're taking the wrong thing. I think you are definitely taking the wrong thing from all of the interviews and the comments from people online and just generally the general vibe to do a Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, I could be wrong. You tell me down below. Am I wrong? Do you think that Kevin Feige is right that Hugh Jackman proves you can bring back Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr.? Let me know. Let's take a look, though. Hit subscribe if you're new here, and do turn those bell notifications on. So, he's obviously been doing a lot of interviews. This is one of them. Kevin Feige says Hugh Jackman's Wolverine return proves that Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Iron Man can be done if great care is taken. Basically, we can bring a character back if they're from a different universe. Ha ha ha, psych. Ugh. One of the main concerns people had for this Deadpool and Wolverine film was them undoing Logan, right? That was one of the key concerns. And I think people are happy to see. I mean, again, you can tell me down below if what I'm saying is right in your case. I think people are happy seeing Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine because it's closing the door on unfinished business with the character, i.e., are we going to get him truly R-rated, which is one of the things people liked about Logan, right? When he went absolutely berserk. People want to see Wolverine as the quintessential character from the comics. So they want to see him in the blue and yellow costume. They want to see him with the mask on. And they want to see him cussing and, tearing people in half. So Logan gave us some of that. And Logan's a fantastic film. I really enjoyed Logan a lot, actually. Logan gave us some of that. Now Deadpool and Wolverine will give us the rest of it. So I think people are more forgiving of Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine because it's unfinished business. Right? And also because he is not the Wolverine from Logan. But I think it pivots and hinges more on the fact that this is unfinished business. What unfinished business does Robert Downey Jr. have as Tony Stark? What unfinished business does Chris Evans have as Captain America? I mean, you could say we need to see Chris Evans' Captain America journey with the Infinity Stones. I think that works. I think that would be really cool. But this This ain't it. I don't think you need to bring back Robert Downey Jr. at all. I think actually Kevin Feige's taken the wrong thing from this. Once again proving that Kevin Feige may not have been the brains behind the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Not that he's... well, not as big a brain as he's been made out to be. So let's take a look at this. So Kevin Feige said in an interview with Discussing Film that Hugh Jackman's return as Wolverine in the new Marvel tentpole Deadpool and Wolverine proves that a door can certainly be opened for Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans to return to the MCU as Iron Man or Captain America respectively. I disagree, but okay. That's the key, right? He says. How do you do it in a way that maintains what has come before? Well, you can't really do that with Robert Downey Jr. Not as Iron Man. Because the death was important. How do you bring him back whilst maintaining what came before? You can't really do that. And in a great way. And we've been spending, you know, the last 2+ years figuring that out for Wolverine. And they were just like, multiverse, fuck it. That was their answer. That's going to be their answer for everything, isn't it? Feige said when asked about Downy and Evans coming back. He says further, and quote, "So what's to come? We'll see. We're just proud that we, I think, have figured it out for Wolverine. I think Hugh's appearance and starring role in Deadpool and Wolverine is a great sign that it can be done, if great care is taken." Yeah, I disagree. Like, I genuinely disagree. And again, this clarifies it, right? Jackman said, you know, he's never interested in returning as the character because it would risk meddling with the legacy of Logan. The actor assured fans from the minute his Wolverine return was announced that it would not screw with the Logan timeline. Says it's all because of this device they have in the Marvel world of moving around timelines, Jackman said. Now we can go back because, you know, it's science, so I don't have to screw with the Logan timeline, which has, you know, which was important to me, and I think probably to the fans too. Yes. And as this article notes, Jackman plays a different iteration of Wolverine than the one that made him a global superstar. And that's true, but you can't do that with Robert Downey Jr. How do you do that? Like, genuinely, how do you do that with Iron Man? So there you go. Downey's Avengers director Anthony and Joe Russo, currently in talks to helm the next two Avengers movies. They've expressed confusion in the past about how their former star might return, given that they killed him off in Endgame. I don't know how they would do that. I don't know what the road to that would be. I mean, we closed that book, so it would be up to them to figure out how to reopen it. Hopefully they don't, obviously. So there you go. What do you guys think? I think this is a bad idea. Don't use the multiverse to just keep bringing people back. It's a bad idea. It's a real bad idea. I think, yeah, you risk destroying the only serious elements of the MCU. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Cheers, take care. Bye-bye now.